He walked into the showroom, he wanted to see the owner, which is always a worry for me. I walked down the stairs and he introduced himself. He said, I'm Randy McCormick. Wanted to say hi and you know who I am? And I said, yeah. He said, I'm the original owner. He asked me to go out to the van and he brings me this t-shirt, pulls out this t-shirt with the kitchen technician logo on it from, I have no idea when, easily 10 years ago. So he presented me with that t-shirt and this hand sewn on logo from the kitchen technician in a shirt. He said I started the kitchen technician in a little shop, in a little van. My first shop that I had, I could take a 4x8 sheet of board, put it through the table saw, and I had about a foot on the other side of the table saw. He had been working at another cabinet shop, and people would come in and they would say, like, this is broken and I need it fixed. And nobody would bother fixing it for him. They would just say, you know, we can give you a new kitchen. And he thought this was a waste. I'll come out and help you with it. And that was the kernel that started the whole thing. It was really cool for me to meet him because I'd never met him before. I'd heard from him. We've done work for customers, in fact, even just in the last month, that had dealt with him. And he had done their kitchens and they were coming back, you know, 20 years later, 30 years later, and wanting something done. He didn't like seeing things wasted. He didn't like seeing things thrown away. He wanted to repair instead of just tear out and replace. I mean, obviously there's a time for it, but the vast majority can be saved and can be repurposed and reused and repaired and made useful again, instead of this disposable world that we have. So, you know, that was his vision and he was able to fix it. And I mean, that's our goal. People are originally coming to us for a repair or, you know, another cabinet shop sent them to us because they want to just take out the kitchen and give them a new one. And that's fine for their market. Our wheelhouse is trying to save as much. Well, the resources are limited, so let's reuse what we can. His idea of taking care of the customer and that the client was helped and that relationship was beyond just fixing their kitchen. I see clients on the street and I'm happy to chat with them and I love chatting with them because while I might not remember their names because I think my memory went with my eyes and my hair, I do know who they are, and often it takes me a couple minutes to remember, but I know. And show me a picture of the house and I'll remember that house because I was in that house, and my wife gets frustrated with me because I'm always pointing out houses that we did jobs for when we were driving down the road. You know, and I can often remember stories about the owners and things, and that's cool. That's what I live for. If we can save what's there, you know, why get rid of it? Why throw out a 15-year-old kitchen because you don't like the faces? You know, you'll end up getting older and more gray. You know, it gets harder to get down on your knees and find that Tupperware in the back of the cupboard. You know, change it to a drawer. So if we can make that life of that kitchen last longer for the person that's in it, you know, instead of having people move to, you know, a place that's more accessible for them, we make their homes more accessible, more useful. From the original owner to now, that, you know, we've come full circle because his goals and aspirations and ideals that he had, they're still alive and they're still well and they're still trucking along at the kitchen technician. So I think actually I am gonna throw this in a frame or something and put it in the showroom as a legacy for the past, the present, and the future of the kitchen technician. We're full circle and we're still carrying on going around in that circle. Oh, Randy, hopefully you'll come by and visit us again sometime. As the kitchen technician was, as it is now, and as it will be hopefully into the forever future, you will always come first with the kitchen technician.